Chapter 13. The Lost Protector. The deeper Anna walked into the ancient forest, the quieter the world became. The wind that once whispered through the trees now felt heavier, as if the forest itself was holding its breath. After discovering the ancient seal beneath the ruins, Anna could no longer pretend that her dreams were only dreams. Something old was waking, and somehow it was connected to her. The underground chamber where she had discovered the seal was still fresh in her memory. The walls had been covered with ancient carvings, symbols older than any language she had ever seen. But one symbol appeared again and again, a figure standing among trees, a person holding a staff, a circle of light protecting the forest. Anna had assumed it was simply a symbol of protection, but the deeper she looked, the more she realized something strange. The figure carved into the stone did not look like anyone from her family. The clothing was different. The symbol on the staff was unfamiliar. This guardian was not one of hers. That night as Anna slept, the dreams returned again, but this time they were clearer. She was no longer watching the forest from above. She was standing inside it. The trees were younger then, thinner, but the forest already felt powerful and alive. And ahead of her, someone was standing beneath a massive oak tree. A man. He wore a long cloak made of dark green cloth, and in his hand he held a staff carved from twisted wood. A glowing mark burned faintly on his palm, the same mark Anna had. The man slowly turned. His eyes were calm, ancient, and when he spoke, the forest seemed to listen. "The forest always chooses a guardian," he said softly. Anna felt a strange chill run through her body, because somehow she knew what he meant. She was not the first. Chapter 14. Memories of the First Watcher. The dreams did not stop. Each night, Anna saw more of the past, more of the guardian who came before her. His name, she learned, was Eldrick. Long before Willow Village existed, before roads or houses had ever touched the forest, Eldrick had been the one chosen to protect it. But his life had not been peaceful. The forest in those days had been young and wild. Creatures moved in the shadows. Old powers still slept beneath the earth. Eldrick had lived alone in a small wooden shelter near the center of the forest. From there he watched, protected, and listened to the voices of the trees. The forest spoke to him through wind, through leaves, through dreams, just like it spoke to Anna now. One night in the vision, Anna saw Eldrick kneeling beside a glowing spring deep within the forest. Water shimmered with faint blue light. The heart of the forest. Eldrick placed his hand into the water. The glowing mark on his palm burned brighter. "The balance must remain," he whispered. Anna realized then that being a guardian was not about power. It was about balance. The forest was alive, but it was fragile. If something dark disturbed it, everything could fall. And that was exactly what happened. One evening, the forest suddenly changed. The sky turned red at sunset. Birds fled the trees. Animals ran deeper into the woods. Something had entered the forest. Something ancient. Something hungry. Eldrick stood at the edge of the clearing, gripping his staff tightly. From the darkness beyond the trees, a shadow moved. It was not human, not animal. It was something else entirely. The forest trembled. Even the ancient trees bent away from it. Anna felt fear fill her chest as she watched the vision unfold, because she understood something terrible. The enemy Eldrick faced had never truly disappeared. Chapter 15. A Sacrifice Long Ago. The final vision came to Anna during the deepest part of the night. It was the moment the forest nearly died. Darkness had spread through the woods like poison. Trees withered. Streams turned black. The shadow creature moved deeper and deeper toward the forest's heart. If it reached the glowing spring, Everything would be lost. Eldrick knew this. He stood alone at the edge of the sacred clearing, facing the growing darkness. The creature emerged slowly from the shadows, its shape twisted like smoke. Its eyes glowed like dying stars. Anna could feel its presence even inside the dream. Cold, empty, hungry. Eldrick raised his staff. The glowing mark on his hand began to burn brighter and brighter. Light spread across the clearing. The trees began to glow faintly, as if they were answering his call. "The forest gave me life," Eldrick said quietly. "Now I return it." Anna suddenly realized what he meant. This was not a battle he expected to survive. The creature rushed forward, a wave of darkness swallowing the clearing, and Eldrick stepped into it. Light exploded across the forest. Roots burst from the ground. Ancient power surged through the trees. The very earth seemed to awaken. The light wrapped around the shadow creature like chains. And then everything went silent. When the light faded, the creature was gone. But so was Eldrick. In his place stood a massive stone circle, the first seal. The same seal Anna had discovered beneath the ruins. It had not been built. It had been created from sacrifice, from the life of the first guardian. The forest had survived, but its protector had been lost. The dream slowly faded. Anna woke suddenly, sitting upright in her bed. The room was silent, but her hand was glowing. The mark burned softly on her palm, the same mark Eldrick had carried, and for the first time, Anna understood the truth. Being the guardian was never meant to be easy. The forest always needed someone to protect it, someone willing to stand against the darkness, someone willing to sacrifice everything. Anna looked out the window toward the ancient forest. The wind moved through the trees again, and this time it sounded almost like a warning, because if the enemy Eldrick had sealed away was beginning to return, then Anna's story was only just beginning.